Okay, I'm just checking a minute. Can anyone confirm or able to see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay, great. So yeah, Manoj, tell me, what's your doubt?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. So you want me to open the VS specification or
VS specification only, sir.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Sir, in that VS test is there, na, sir?
Okay.
VS test ఇక్కడ origin assigned అని ఉంది.
Right. Okay.
Why not it is CRF, sir? మనం CRF లో టెస్ట్ లో చూసి మనం చేస్తాం కదా. Why not it is CRF origin?
సో బేసికలీ ద VS టెస్ట్ కోడ్ అనేది సిఆర్ఎఫ్ లో క్యాప్చర్ అయినప్పటికీ ఇదేంటిది అంటే మనము ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏంటి అంటే మనం అసైన్ చేస్తాం కదా. టెస్ట్ కోడ్ సిఆర్ఎఫ్ లో క్యాప్చర్ అవ్వదు, మనం అలొకేషన్ చేసాం సిఆర్ఎఫ్ నుంచి వచ్చినా కూడా. సో బేసిక్లీ ఏమవుతుంది అని అంటే మనకు టెస్ట్ అండ్ టెస్ట్ కోడ్ హౌ వీఆర్ అసైనింగ్
From control terminology.
Exactly, yeah. So this is the test code, some value level things are we are going to map based on the this is the code list, right? And from the control terminology, the particular version for the particular study. So in that case, so we can add it as a assigned. Okay, why? Because we are going to add this CCP, DABP, pulse, temperature. These are the standard test codes from the control terminology. Okay, so that's why it is annotated. Okay, and one more thing. Okay, the basically. Okay, there might be some people can annotate this as a test and test code, but the thing is that actually we have many test and test codes, right?
Yes.
So in that case, there are many pages in the test codes. So you need to provide if you provide the origin is the CRF, then you need to provide the multiple page names. Okay, so that is one thing. But it's good to have that we can put it as assigned. This one. Okay. Yeah.
And one more thing, sir.
Yeah, I can.
Order 15, 16, 17 is there, no, sir?
1 second, let me find it. Order.
First group.
Okay, yeah, this one. Okay.
15 visit num, visit and visit day.
Okay, visit num, visit and visit. Okay.
Visit is from protocol. We take it from protocol, sir. Visit. Visit num and visit day also we take it from protocol. These are
Alex. Yeah. So basically, just first to understand the concept first. Okay. It's not a particular variable something. You need to understand the visit. So the first of all, when we talk about the visit, okay, there are, you know, everyone in the protocol, there have been one section, the time and event schedule. So if you open particular visit, planned visits, okay. So let me open first protocol. Where is the protocol?
Last 1 second, please.
Yeah. PDF version is the interact changes. Okay. ఏముంది ఇందులో థింగ్స్ ఇట్ గో డైరెక్ట్లీ each and every study protocol you can find the schedule of event, schedule of assessment. So more or less similar names you can find it. Okay, and by seeing this, if you can understand what are the visit going to be in the study. Okay, so this is the screening, and then the day 1, day 7, day 20, day 56, day 182, day 365, post day 365, and admission. These are the planned visit for the particular study. Okay, this is the first thing. Okay, and so based on this, we are going to create a trial visit, a TV domain. Okay, in the TV domain, you will have all these visits. It's a planned visits. Remember, it's a planned visit as per our protocol. So we are going to represent these are all the planned visits into the TV trial visit. So when we did the trial visit domain, so we are going to map the visit name and the visit num. Visit num, it's up to you. You can give it as your convenient, but throughout the study, it should be the same. For example, I will open the trial domain. Okay. TV. If you see, this is the TV. Okay, this is the study name and the domain and the basic now. If you see, they have given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until 11. So these are the screening: day 1, visit 1, day, visit 2, visit 3, visit 4. In the bracket, day 0, day 7, day 28, they have framed like these visits. Okay. Now these are the visit DY. This is the visit DY. They will assign based on the protocol days. So for example, when we talk about the day 0, it's a day 1. So from there, its a screening would be the minus 90 days, 3 months prior. Okay. So for example, if you see, so these are the plus 96 days. Okay. So it means before 3 months prior, this is the screening can happen. So based on this, okay, they'll assign this the minus 90 and this one, and then day 7 means it's 7 days. Day 28 means 28 days. So this is the visit DY. Okay. This is the trial visit start rule. ఓకే టీవీ స్టార్ట్ రూల్ ఏంటి అంటే దీన్ని బట్టి మనం చెప్పవచ్చు. ఓకే స్టడీలో 7th డే రోజు అవుతుంది, లైక్ ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఇఫ్ తర్వాత ఇది ఈ రోజు అని చెప్పేసి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాం. సో నౌ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్, దిస్ ఇస్ ద థింగ్, ఇట్స్ కంప్లీట్లీ డిపెండ్ ఆన్ అవర్ own standards. Okay, you can give this 1, 2, 3, 4, or else you can give the 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, something like that, or you can give the from the 1010, 1020, 1030, 1040. There are the general assumption that okay, it's nowhere mentioned these are the things, but it should be across the studies, it should be same, as well as the you should follow the some standard things. For example, you cannot these are 5, these are 3, these are 6. It should not be the case. There should be a hierarchy cases. So if you give the 1, 2, 3, 4, or else 10, 20, 30, 40, or else 1000, 20, 30, 40, or else 1 lakh, 100, 1 lakh, 200, 1 lakh, 300, something like that, you need to give your own. That is the visit now.
Okay, sir.
Okay, got it.
Visit DY, why not it is derived, sir?
This one, this is the visit, not you are assigning the constant assign by seeing the protocol, right?
Yes.
సో ఇప్పుడు విజిట్ ఇవి ఏం చేస్తున్నావు, నువ్వు అసైన్ చేస్తున్నావు కదా, నేను డైరెక్ట్ చేయట్లేదు కదా. ప్రోటోకాల్లోకి వెళ్ళేసి డైరెక్ట్ ఏం చేస్తున్నావు, ఈ ప్రోటోకాల్ చదువుతున్నావు, చదివి వచ్చేది day 0 అంటే day 1, day 7 అంటే 7 days ఉంది, 28 days, 56 days. నువ్వు డైరెక్ట్ చూసి కాన్స్టాంట్ అసైన్ చేస్తున్నావు కదా. డెరివేషన్ సంథింగ్, నువ్వు ఒక 2 or 3 వేరియబుల్స్ తీసుకొని సంథింగ్ అర్థమెటిక్ ఆపరేషన్ చేసి ఏదైనా డెరైవ్ చేసి, దట్స్ కాల్డ్ డెరివేషన్. సో జస్ట్ యు ఆర్ సీయింగ్ అండ్ దెన్ డైరెక్ట్లీ అసైన్ టు ద కాన్స్టాంట్ అసైన్, రైట్? దిస్ వన్. That's right. Study day is the, okay, this is a visit DY. Now when it comes to the domain level, for example, DS DY is the derivative. Why? Because you need to compare with the assessment day with the first dose of drug administration day. That is the derivation part.
Okay.
So is it clear?
Clear, sir. Thank you, sir.
Great. So is there any questions from anybody?
Sir, అంటే లైక్ విజిట్ మనం యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సీక్వెన్స్ నెంబర్ టైప్ లో డెలివరీ చేసుకునేసి సార్, లైక్
Derivative, it's a constant assign. Direct, you need to assign in the Excel, that's it. 1, 2, 3, or 10, 20, 30, direct you can assign, but it should not be the repeated. For example, for the visit 1 you have given 10, and then visit 10 also you have given 10. That's wrong. You need to follow some hierarchy, that's it. And each and every visit should be unique number. You need to distinguish by visit means it should be unique.
షూర్ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
And then is there anyone? So if you started working on it and then you will practice, then you will get, for example, Manoj, right? So he started VS, then he now understand why this is the assigned, why this is the how we are going to assign the visit number, these are the things. So when you practice, you will get these kind of doubts. So I request to you all, please practice, okay, as much as you can. Okay. So this is the time you can then as much as the later no one come to teach you when you go to the direct real world. Okay. So no one will come and taught you these things. If you have any doubts, they'll explain. But this kind of internship or something, no one will teach you in the real-time experience. Okay. So that's why I'm saying again and again, please ask questions. Please ask questions. So is there any questions from anybody? Anything? Not only these two topics. If you have anything in your mind related to this thing, so you can clear it. No worries on that. Anything? Yeah.
Like we had a ACRX, right? We had ACRX. Can you open that one? ACRX.
I'll open it. Okay. Can you speak a little bit loud? I cannot hear you properly. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can. It's better. Tell me.
It is 51 page, 58.
This one?
My next page.
Right.
So here we had a US basis, like we will be collecting the connection date, right?
Right.
So to the next page, I think here it is not just right hand side. If you go to the next page, we had the like 3 days and the 4 days. So here also we are having the date. So here TPC we are having either as 3 days or 4 days, right? So when we are collecting the date, this is USDTC or something like USDTC, like there is a reference time point, right? RSTDTC, that thing which is replaced here on USDTC. It might be some different date, right?
No. Let me first read your questions to clear everyone. So your question is that we have already mapped VSDTC is here, okay? Then again next we have the one more form here. So again we have annotated the VSDTC. So is this the correct annotation or is something going to be some of the time point related? That's what your question?
Yeah. So we can regarding the those 2 days and next day is 3 days.
That's one second. Now let me explain. So your question is that's only, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so if you see this is the form vital signs. Okay, so forget about the next form. Just here just read the product. Read the CRF. So the vitals collected. Okay, if collected, then what is the collection date? What are the vitals you have collected? Pulse, respiratory, temperature, height, and weight. So everyone is clear until here, right? So basically, what are the collection date? It should be the vital signs DTC. So VS DTC. That is clear. When it comes to the next form, if you see these are the additional form, another form. This is the vital signs 35 and then this is the vital signs post-dose. It means this is the form they have collected in the screening and then this is the form they have collected in the post-dose, means after drug administration. So in this case, okay, if you see again, for example, today is the drug admission, the day 1. So the prior dose, pre-dose, they might just okay, for example in the morning 10 o'clock the subject should take the drug, okay, so for 9:30 or 9 o'clock pre-dose they have collected the vitals for each and every subject, so that is in the screening of pre-dose, or else today is the drug admission they have collected in the study, means day -1, okay, so that is the one thing, so that is the general thing. But when it comes to here is the post-dose, means after taking of drug. So this is the why we have provided the VSTPT number equal to 2 and the VSTPT is equal to post-dose, and then this is the different collection, right? Again we'll get the another date or another date and time. So that's why again this is the thing. So again if you see for the pre-dose or in the screening they have collected all these, but when it comes to the post-dose they have collected only CCP, okay, vital collection time, okay. So the pulse and temperature they have collected only 2 things here. Is there anything in the next page? Yeah, we have, okay. So again this is the pre-dose form, okay. If you see this is the, I think this is the screening and then this is the post-dose, again this is the pre-dose, okay, this is the pre-dose. If you see the same thing, okay, basically this is the vital collection date and vital collection time both mapped into VSDTC, okay, as per the ISO 8601 format, okay. So this is the things we have collected 3 times, okay. If you go and check the protocol you can understand clearly. So where it is the vital signs, let me find vital signs. If you see this, throughout the study, they have collected these many times, okay? They are not collecting in the, okay, if you see the day 0. So this is the one. They are collecting here, then the day 7, day 8, okay. It means here they are collecting in the day 1, in pre-dose and post-dose. You got it? So they are collecting the pre-dose and the post-dose. So when we call the pre-dose, it is just before to the drug, taking to the drug. Okay, for example, we are going to take the drug today and then yesterday it's collected, we cannot call it as a pre-dose. So the pre-dose means just before to the drug administration day, so time. So we are going to take the some 10 o'clock drug, means subject has given the vitals as 9:30 or 9:40, then it we call the pre-dose. So it means basically they have collected in the different time points, that's why we have annotated multiple times. So is that correct? Sorry, is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's clear. And one more thing is like in the supposed to go to AIM form, like there if it is ongoing or we are annotating to ENRS, right? In which case like ENRS is annotated only we are taking the RSSTDTC. If there is some other time point like they gave anything or the protocol things we are considering for ENR TPT, right? Instead of ENRS, ENR TPT.
Yeah, let me go to the definition where it is ANRF. First form. Where is the annotation? This one, right?
4th one, yeah, 1.4 question.
Yeah. Okay. So your question, why we have annotated this like ENRF? Is that your question? Hello.
Yeah, it's like basically ENRF and ENR TPT. the difference. Like for ENR, we will take the difference as RF HTTC, right?
Uh-huh.
In which case we could annotate to ENR TPT.
So the basically, okay, ENR TPT, okay, first you can understand the ENRF, okay. End reference, ENRF is nothing but the end reference, okay. So the adverse event is ongoing, okay. For example, you can understand, okay, if there any adverse event occur, then they'll enter the adverse event term, okay. So and then the adverse event start date and then end date and then the adverse event ongoing, okay. So for example, let's understand the concept, okay. మనకి adverse event వచ్చిందని చెప్పినప్పుడు తర్వాత మన adverse event ఇంకా still ongoing ఉందా? ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏంటంటే ఫీవర్ వచ్చిందని చెప్తే మరి ఇంకా స్టిల్ ఆన్గోయింగ్ గా ఫీవర్ తగ్గిందా అనేది క్వశ్చన్. సో ఏంటి వాడు తగ్గిందంటే తగ్గింది అంటాడు, లేదు అంటే ఆన్గోయింగ్ అంటాం, ఓకే. ఈఎన్ఆర్ఎఫ్ అంటే ఎండ్ రిఫరెన్స్ అనేది ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఈస్ ఏంటిది అంటే తగ్గిందా లేదా, ఎస్ ఆర్ నో అనేది క్వశ్చన్. జస్ట్ రిఫరెన్స్ అడ్రస్ ఈవెంట్ తగ్గిందా లేదా అంటే స్టిల్ ఆన్గోయింగ్ అన్నది ఈ క్వశ్చన్ బట్టి ఉంటుంది. వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు ద ఎండ్ రిఫరెన్స్ పాయింట్ ఇట్స్ డిఫరెంట్, ఓకే. వెన్ రిఫరెన్స్ ఈస్ basically it's not only the adverse event, you can give the finding to mind, the pre-dose and post-dose, everything. For example, when it comes to the vitals or PK, PD2, okay, PK, these are pharmacokinetics, okay, plasma related things. So we are going to create the end reference, ENR TPT, EN TPT, these things we are going to give. So those are the things which we are going to refer the particular time point. In general, don't think always it should be the first dose of drug administration day. So they can give any reference. For example, pre-dose, post-dose, okay, pre-meal, post-meal, and then the visit 1, visit 2, visit 3, something like they can give any reference. Okay, so those reference we are going to map in the ENTPT, okay, the time point, ENTPT at particular date, so we are going to give. So that I'll explain when it comes to the finding domains. Okay, when we are giving the time point reference, we need to provide the time point date particularly. For example, we are going to give the first dose of drug administration, then we are going to give the RFSTDT. If we are going to give the post dose or pre-dose, then still we are going to give the RFSTDT. Why? Because we are giving the reference to the drug administration day. For example, we are going to give the visit 1, then in that case we need to give the visit 1 day. Okay, SVSTDTC, we should give the particular reference point. Okay, so that I'll explain in the finding domains when we have some TPT variables, I'll explain. But here it is the only just it's ongoing or not. It's a kind of question and reference. Okay, still ongoing or not. If yes, then it is the ongoing. If no, then that's fine.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Clear? Okay.
One last one is like just to confirm, like in our units we are using VS_all, right? Frequently, like if we are having such kind of questions only, we will use that VS_std as VS_all, right? It's not to annotate to like long-term status, start not and reason not and that thing, right? So it is mandatory to keep the VS_std to be all. VS_all.
So basically is the any finding domain, assessment related thing, any finding domain. For example, for any subject, okay, where the vitals captured, where the ECG captured, where the lab parameters captured, is there anything, any lab related assessment, anything they have framed question like that was the vitals collected. If yes, then the remaining we open the test result, units of time point related, everything will be captured. If not, that's the close, right? We are not going to get anything for the particular subject, right? So in that case, if the entire all test series is not captured, anything was not performed further, then in that case VS all not done and the VS status not done. Okay, so VSR test you could create చేసి VS all అని క్రియేట్ చేసి then the status not done పెట్టేస్తాం. ఒకవేళ పర్టికులర్గా ఏమవుతుంది అంటే క్యాప్చర్ అయితే వచ్చేస్తాయి. లేదు నీకు ఆల్రెడీ అసెస్మెంట్ లో ఒకటే టెస్ట్ ఉంది, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఒకే ఒక టెస్ట్ క్యాప్చర్ అయిపోయింది, ఓకేనా. ఎల్బీలో ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఎల్బీలో ఉందా, ఎల్బీలో ఒకటి ఏంటిది అని అంటే, సో పర్టికులర్ థింగ్ ఏంటి అంటే మనకు కొలెస్ట్రాల్ రిలేటెడ్ ఒకటే క్యాప్చర్ అయింది, సిహెచ్ఆర్ సంథింగ్ టెస్ట్ ఉంటుంది, కొలెస్ట్రాల్ రిలేటెడ్ క్యాప్చర్ అయింది, ఇంకా వేరే అదర్ ల్యాబ్ ఏం కాదు. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తుంటే ఎల్బీ అని పెట్టారు, మనకు ముందు ఒకటే టెస్ట్ కదా, సమ్ పర్టికులర్ ఆ టెస్ట్ సిరీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు, ఓకే, అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ పేజ్ అనుకో, పేజ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు particular ఏంటంటే నాట్ అని పెట్టేస్తాం టెస్ట్ సిరీ. ఇఫ్ ఇట్స్ మల్టిపుల్ దెన్ వి విల్ క్రియేట్ ఆల్, బిఎస్ ఆల్, ఎల్బీ ఆల్, ఈజీ ఆల్, సంథింగ్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ యువర్ ఫైండింగ్ డొమైన్ ప్రిఫిక్స్ ప్లస్ ఆల్. So that's what happened.
Yeah, at least if you're having one test also, we are not going to use that all, right? Output. Okay, in annotation we are using, but in output we don't get that all, right?
Yeah, kind of it's not any standard written anywhere. It's a kind of our general common sense. Why? Because so if it's a one test, then that doesn't mean that test is not performed. That's it. So in that case, we can put it as a direct to the test, right? So nowhere mentioned in the way. Yeah. If it's have multiple tests, there is no point to create each and every test in the one record is not done. It's a redundant. Why we need that particular? Any all vitals are not captured, and there is no point to mention each is BP not done, the BP not done, temperature not done, pulse not done. Then instead of all that, we need to know the thing that for the FDA reviewer, the vitals was not captured for this particular subject at the particular time point, that's it. So for that, you should create one record, that's it.
Okay, that one report as all we are just within at the 4 and we generate output, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Thank you.
So is there any questions from anybody? Don't hesitate. If you ask the question, then only you need to understand the topic. Okay. So the later we might not get this much time to discuss on these things. So when you have the time, please utilize properly.
సార్ ఇది ఏఆర్ఎఫ్
చెప్పండి.
అదే సార్ సిఆర్ఎఫ్ షీట్ లో మనం ఏం చేస్తుండే కదా, ఏఎన్ఆర్ఎఫ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆన్ గోయింగ్ దెన్ వై అని పెట్టుకుంటాం సార్. లైక్ సేమ్ సార్ సేమ్ షీట్ అది.
ఓకే.
ఫోర్త్ ఉంది కదా సార్, ఏఈ ఆన్ గోయింగ్. సో ఇక్కడ మనం ఏఈ ఇఫ్ ఐ మీన్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ ఎట్లా అంటే ఏఈ ఎన్ఆర్ఎఫ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆన్ గోయింగ్ వచ్చి వై సార్.
అవును, ఇఫ్ అడ్వాన్స్ ఈవెంట్ స్టిల్ ఆన్ గోయింగ్ అంటే ఎస్ అంటేనే కదా. ఎస్ అంటే నీకు రెస్పాన్స్ చేస్తుంటేనే మనము ఏఎన్ఆర్ఎఫ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆన్ గోయింగ్ అని పెట్టేస్తాం అంతే.
లైక్ ఎన్ కూడా లైక్ మెన్షన్ చేయాలంటే నాట్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ ఎలా మెన్షన్ చేస్తాం? నాట్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆన్ గోయింగ్.
ఆన్ గోయింగ్ క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే, క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి అంటే ఎస్ ఆర్ నో, బట్ మనం వీ నీడ్ టు ప్రెజెంట్ ఆన్ గో ఒకటే కదా. సో అలాంటప్పుడు నోతో మనకు రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఇఫ్ ఏఈ ఆన్ గో ఈక్వల్ టు ఎస్ దెన్ ఏఎన్ఆర్ఎఫ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆన్ గోయింగ్, దట్స్ ఇట్.
అంటే ఇన్ ద సేమ్ 1.2 లో మనం ఎస్ నోకి రెండింటికి అన్సొలిసియేటెడ్ సొలిసియేటెడ్ అని మెన్షన్ చేశాం కదా. ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ సేమ్ ఇక్కడ కూడా నాట్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆన్ గోయింగ్ అని మెన్షన్ చేయాలని పాయింట్.
దీనికి రిఫరెన్స్ కో అవసరం లేదు, ఓన్లీ జస్ట్ అది. జనరల్ ఇప్పుడు ఏమైనా ఎస్ఆర్ నో రెస్పాన్సెస్ ఎట్లా ఉంటాయంటే కొన్ని ఫ్లాగ్స్ కానీ కొన్ని వేరియబుల్స్ కానీ ఓన్లీ ఫ్లాగ్స్ ఆర్ 2 types. రిమెంబర్ through the clinical trial either SVT or ADAM or something, if you are going to create any flags, okay, there are 2 types. One is that yes no, okay, so for that particular flags we need to create yes response and no response, either one.
Yeah,
okay, so any response that can, but there are some flags just it's a kind of yes, not required to no, that's it. Okay, so this is the flag kind of that thing. So we should understand that the adverse event still ongoing. If yes, then yes. No means there is no. If it's a yeah, for example, in this case, you need to understand the data. For example, we have the subject 101, and then we have some like nausea. That was when it started today and then ended tomorrow. Then means okay, that's one. Again, the subject 102 is having the headache and then started today and then continuing. So in that case, the second subject should have this yes. So the ongoing yes means the ANR if ongoing means end date should be blank. This is one kind of check. If it's end date present, AE end date is present, ANRF should be blank. If the ANRF should be present, then end date should be blank. Vice versa. Why? Because we are saying that the adverse event is still ongoing. Then how we can populate the end date? It should be blank. Okay?
yeah, okay.
Those kind of things you need to check while programming. And if you miss that, will flag in the V21 validation anyway. But before that, we need to check that thing.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Is there any questions, any concerns from anybody? So we have like 8 more minutes. Okay, so I'll have a hot stop on 10:15. So you can at least be 7 or 8 minutes. So is there everyone refresh their SAS knowledge?
Sir, practicing.
So that is required. Okay, when we start programming, then in that case, in that time you don't get much time to practice SAS. Before that, you need to practice everything, refresh your knowledge, because I think you learned 1 year back, or 1.5 year back, 3 months, 6 months back. So SAS is it's a volatile subject. If you don't practice, you will forget everything. Sometime efficacy related procedures, still I'll refer the Google. Why? Because we don't use frequently those things and then I'll forget. It doesn't matter you are experienced guy or fresher or nothing. When you every time using that procedure, it's okay. We won't forget the prop thought. Why? Because daily we use multiple times. That's why we remember. Okay. So for example, we forget the frock rate. Okay. So why? Because the frock rate cruiser we don't use that regularly. So that time we need to check it again for that particular repression. Means I'm just giving an example, that's it. Okay, it doesn't matter you are how experienced, it doesn't matter how much talented. So also it's all about that procedure or that particular SAS you are using or not. If you are not using, then definitely you'll forget. It's a one-time subject. So it's not a complex subject, but it's a volatile subject. When you practice, then only you will have all process and all functions, all date functions, everything will be on the fingertips. If it doesn't use anything, you will forget. Some one word here you don't practice anything, you will forget proper syntax as well. So that's what I'm saying. Is there any questions from anybody? Specification, ACRF in general. Even you can ask the SAS questions as well. Okay. If you have something doubts on the SAS, that also mention your time.
In SAS, I have a question about only 7.
చెప్పండి.
రిపోర్ట్ రాసేటప్పుడు సింగిల్ లైన్ ఉన్న అంటే ఐ మీన్ వేరే లేబుల్ కాకుండా వేరే డేటాని సింగిల్ లైన్ లో ఉంది సార్. డ్యూయల్ లైన్ లో రావాలన్నప్పుడు మనం కాన్సెప్ట్ అర్థం సార్ ఐడియా రావట్లేదు.
డేటా డ్యూయల్ లైన్ అంటే నాకు అర్థం కాదు. క్వశ్చన్ ప్రాపర్గా నాకు అర్థం కాదు.
అదే సార్ చెప్తుంటే ఇప్పుడు ఒక వేరియబుల్ మేబీ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నా నేమ్ తీసుకున్నా కూడా హేమంత్ కుమార్ అని సింగిల్ నేమ్ ఉంటుంది సార్. సో సింగిల్ నేమ్ ఐ నీడ్ ఇన్ 2 లైన్స్ అన్నమాట.
ఓకే, అంటే మధ్యలో స్ప్లిట్ చేస్తాను కదా. స్ప్లిట్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఏదైనా ఇచ్చేస్తే నెక్స్ట్ స్ప్లిట్ అయిపోతుంది.
అంటే దట్ వాస్ ఫర్ లేబుల్ కదా సార్. అంటే లేబుల్ కాకుండా నాకు డైరెక్ట్ గా వేరియబుల్ లోనే అట్లా స్ప్లిట్ అవ్వాలన్న పాయింట్ లో.
నాకు అర్థం కాదు మీ క్వశ్చన్
సార్. అది ఎఫెక్ట్ కావట్లేదు సార్. మీరు
ఆఫ్లైన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు చూద్దాం. ఓకే చూద్దాం. అంటే నీకు ఎగ్జాక్ట్ ఎక్కడ చూస్తే నేను చెక్ చేసి చెప్తాను.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్. అది నాకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడానికి రావట్లేదు. అది
నో ప్రాబ్లం. సో విల్ కనెక్ట్ ఆఫ్లైన్. ఓకే, most probably next week I'll come, then we can discuss. Okay, and one more thing, from now onwards, okay, please try to join the call sharp 9:30. Okay, and one more thing, if you are not going to attend the class, or you want to leave early, so please inform to the team. So don't go directly, like you can drop the call. Don't, irrespectively. If you have any personal thing, no worries. Everyone will have the personal and then other priorities as well. Nothing wrong in that. Just you should to understand and you should, to practice some professional from here itself. Okay. So why? Because you need to inform to the team, definitely. So that the culture you need to practice from here itself. Okay. If you have something new, okay, for example, in the class you want to drop the call, okay, for any reason. So just, okay, you can, in the chat box you can mention I'm going to drop the call so and so reason. Okay, something like that you need to inform, the first thing. And then due to some reason you are not going to attend the class today, just inform in that WhatsApp group. I think in the WhatsApp group I'm not a part of that. Okay, I'll check with Narendra. So you can mention in that I'm not going to attend today's class, something like that. Okay, that's it. That is the professionalism you can practice from here. Why? Because then only you'll get some seriousness on this. Okay, so there's a culture you can understand from here itself. Okay. Okay then, yeah. So even if you are going to join the late also you can inform. Okay, this is what we follow in the real time. Okay, so if you are going to log in today late, then we will inform to the team so that at least everyone should aware of that particular. Okay, this is the person we joined it late. Something like that, even leave and anything, even official calls also we will inform. So due to the other conflict, I'm not going to attend this call, something like that. Okay. Okay then, yeah. So if you don't have any other questions, then I can take it as a no, then we can close the call. Okay. Yeah. Okay then, yeah. Please practice, okay. You don't have much time. You have 1 hour today and tomorrow max, okay. So then we'll start the programming. Yeah. Thank you everyone. Bye.
Bye sir.
Thank you.